And then we started doing inside takedown, so where I come to the inside space of my opponent to finish the takedown. Last week we did single leg, so I'm stepping with my foot that's behind him to come in for this leg, and finished with run the pipe. So today, instead of finishing with run the pipe, we're still here as the starting position, but I want you guys to drill to this position, of course. But what happens if they turn away from you and try to run away? So we're gonna start, do another takedown from this position. Rewind? Yeah. So I'm here. I'm trying to finish the run the pipe, but it doesn't work for some reason. And he starts to run away from me by turning away. Because we practiced how to hold our grips for finishing the run the pipe, I have good control of his knee so that he can't pull his leg out, right? What I'm gonna do now is double up on his knee first, because as soon as he gets his knee out, he's gone, and I have to chase him now. So I wanna maintain control by trapping his knee so he can't pull his leg out. I wanna double up on the knee, and then step to the outside of his body, not inside. I'm stuck between his legs right now, but I want you to step to the outside, so this way. Okay, so now I'm on the side of his body, his left side right now. His ankle, I'm gonna connect it to my hip and shelf it there. And just pin it against my hip so that it's like a double trap, I guess. I have his knee and his ankle so he can't run away. Now, I wanna bring him to the ground to make sure that it's harder for him to escape. The less movement there is in like the system right now, the better for me, because I'm gonna have to go climb up to his back. So I pull him, off balance him until he gets down onto his knee. Or I can just put my knee down. Once I have this on his hip, I can put my knee down so we're closer to the ground. Rotate. So we're here right now, and I'm maintaining the clamp on his ankle so he doesn't escape. And I have my 2-on-1 on the knee. Actually, right now I have one on the ankle and one on the knee. I'm gonna double back up onto the knee so that he can't run away again. And then now start climbing to his back by doing like a step ladder. I'm gonna take one step, match, one step, match. So right now I'm matched at the knee. I'm gonna take one step to the hip and then match at the hip. And then because his ankle is trapped, he can't really go anywhere, and I'm pulling him close so that his knee is bent. The more extended he is from me, the harder it is for me to get to his hip. So by pulling him close and at the hip, I can start making it tighter and harder for him to run away. So I matched at the hip. Now I take one step up to the back, and then this one will slide right up to the underhook, and we'll finish here, okay? So again, I come in for the underhook. I get my good head position, and I have the wrist here. Come in for the single leg, pick up the leg, and then before I can start running the pipe, he starts to turn away from me. So I have my hand here, match, step to the outside. And then I can either pull him or put my own knee down to make him off balance. And now I'm gonna match at the knee again and start climbing up the hip. Okay. One step at a time. We're gonna finish here, but in the future we'll talk about back takes, like how to get the back securely. Okay. Show it once more without talking. Let's go this way. So underhook here, get my single leg, turns away. So as soon as he turns, I match, because I want to make sure he doesn't get away. Step to the outside, and then I can drag him, and then come here, or I can just put my knee down, match, and climb up his body. Okay? Any questions? Want me to show it again, or we're good? Okay, 12 on 3, 1, 2, 3. Clean up the backside tackle stuff a little bit. Let me use it. So we're here. I tried running the pipe, but I can't, so he turns away from me. Or if I want to force him to turn away from me, I can also use like the crowbar grip and then walk behind him. This also gives me good control of this leg, so I don't really need to bump him hard to bring his hands to the ground. Okay. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna maintain control of the knee first, and then step to the outside. So now, if you were here for the running the pipe lesson, remember we did this step where we took one step forward, and then this like kung fu step. So we're kind of gonna do it in this position as well. So I'm gonna take one step forward, and I'm gonna drag him down where his table leg is broken. So imagine his body as a table leg. Like a table, if I took this leg out, that's the leg that's broken, and that's the one that I'm gonna bring to the floor, okay? So now you're at the ground, and you can start your climbing. Another thing is that once you get up to the hip with your waist grip, I want you to pull him to his butt first. Pull him to the ground first. This will make it easier for you to get up to your harness, okay? Because if I try to move my harness now, I'm gonna lose control of his lower body, and he's gonna be able to move. So I lost the back if he turned towards me, all right? So waist grip. Also, you can apply the backward strip stuff that we learned from arm drag. Like I have my head connected to his back, and a little bit of a pinch on his opposite hip. I'm just gonna step back with my knees and pull him into that space. Okay, now come up to your harness. And you can also, instead of detaching from his body to get your harness, slide up, okay? It'll be like a perfect harness grip that you'll get here. And then we'll just end here. Unless you know how to take the back, but we'll get it another time. So let's do this side. So I have my single leg here. I can do it that way or reset. Or if he just turns away naturally, to run away. Notice how I'm really connected to his leg, because if I lose it, then he's gone. He's gonna run away. So make sure you like connect your shoulder on top and bear hug it basically. And then step. I'm gonna do my drag to pull him back down where his leg's missing. I'm fine with it. And climb. Here, climbs. Okay. Any questions? No? No. Okay. 12 beyond 3. 1, 2, 3. And his hands are already on the ground. Here. So I noticed something that I didn't explain is that I'm so connected here. My head's on the outside of his body right now. When I step to the outside, my head kind of goes towards the inside of his body, like where his bubble is. So I come here, and I'm still connected, okay? So remember to pin his ankle onto my hip, and I'm just kind of like sitting into it, so it's trapped. From here, I want to figure out which direction he's. So we talked about the table leg thing. I would say that instead of pulling the leg towards where the leg is missing, because this foot can start to recover, right? I actually want to pull by stepping back and rotating so that I'm loading more weight onto this leg. So now he goes from being on his foot to on his knee because it's just too much weight for his one leg to bear. So I'm just gonna step this way. Now he's on his knee. Now I can bring this leg down and keep this one shelf, the one that's further back, okay? Now you can start your climb. So I'm here, make sure I keep control of the knee. I'm gonna change shoulders. So my head's on the outside right now. I'm gonna change shoulders so my head's on the inside. As well, I'm gonna just step around his foot so that I can put it on my hip right away. Okay? And then pull, not drive, and rotate to put more weight onto this foot, like that. So now you can shelf, climb, and climb. Okay, any questions?
Can you see that one time, actually?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Definitely good.
Tired.
Yeah. So I'm here looking at the outside at first. So I transition, come to the outside, and then now I'm going to drag. It's kind of a weird direction in a way. I kind of want to put myself on this diagonal and then pull. Okay? And you do that in one motion basically. I'm going to step and pull at the same time. Now I come down to one knee so that this one maintains up, and then start climbing. When I step to the outside, eventually, once you're at the hip, you don't need to worry about this leg anymore. So you can just let go, leave it trapped, or just go around it, and then put them on their hip. Okay? 12 on 3, 1, 2, 3. So we learned, let me just review quickly. We learned run the pipe. This is all single leg type takedowns or backside tackle from single leg. Here, right? Let's say I'm here and I'm trying to come down for the single leg, but I can't because he's making this leg a little bit far away from me so that I can't grab it. So I'm kind of stuck here right now. What we're gonna do is something called a knee tap. And all I'm doing, if he stepped this leg back so I can't get the single leg, is lining up so that I'm perpendicular to him and looking down at here. Or like my body is right in his ear. And I'm just gonna catch this knee and start running across him, not into him, okay? So I'm gonna run across him. And then with that knee tap, he's gonna trip. So here, I can't get to this leg for some reason, he's making it hard. So I'm gonna line myself up perpendicular so that I'm in line with his ear. With my hand that's trapping the wrist, it's gonna come down to the knee now. And I'm gonna run across him, not into him. Because if I run into him, he's gonna be able to recover like this. But if I make him sidestep, he's not gonna be able to recover as fast as I can step forward, just going forward. Like that. Okay, run them down, and then follow them to the ground. Come to drill side. So one last time, other side. Here, I'm an underhook, good head position. Can't get the leg for some reason. Don't hit too far off the ends. Can't get the leg for some reason. I'm going to catch the knee and run across. And then come down to judo side. Any questions? 12 on 3, 1, 2, 3.